All right, testing 1, 2, 3. All right. What's up, guys? It's Dan the Man. I'm gonna try something new today. I usually don't live stream unless it's like a match at Chess Zone, and I was just feeling kind of bored right now, if I'm being honest. And I wanted to try to live stream on the channel myself. And I'm just gonna go ahead and share my screen. We're gonna be playing some Blitz chess, and I'm gonna be trying this out. If anyone watches this while I'm streaming, let me know in the chat how this turns out. But in the meantime, we're going to be playing some Blitz chess and just going to be talking. We can have a good time if anyone's watching this while I'm streaming. But yeah, let's go ahead and play some games. And hopefully the mic's not too bad. All right, so opponent. Hope you guys can see what's happening on the other end. So we get a Scandinavian defense. So let's defend the pawn. All right, so he goes with e5 to attack the center. So he pins the knight. Let's see. I guess we'll take the pawn with the knight. So yeah, let's take. He takes on d4 with the knight. Queen is still pinned. Knight's still pinned, so I can't take. Might have to go like knight d3 to save the knight and attack the bishop. It's probably going to take. Oh, we already got a viewer. What's good, Mr. Dan? Oh, not much. Just streaming casually. Hope all is good on your end too. All right, so he plays knight c6. Let's see. So I can't develop my bishop because I lose that. So maybe just develop on e3. So it goes knight f6. Let's go with knight f4 to attack the queen, maybe force a trade. Okay, we get a trade. So he castles. Let's see. Go like bishop d3. I don't know. Let's just play some sort of end game. All right, so he plays bishop g4. Let's go with f3. Oh, interesting. Goes rook e8, attacking my bishop. I guess we'll go king f2 and defend ours. So now he has to move his bishop. Okay, so he goes bishop d7. Okay, one idea I want to do is maybe push this pawn up 2 squares, gain some space. All right, so he goes h6 to anticipate that, but we're going to go h4 and prepare it again. All right. So preparing g5. He's thinking a bit on how to deal with that. Hope the stream quality is more or less okay. Knight h7, okay. Not a move I was expecting for him to do. Wait, that just hangs a piece. I take the knight with check, and then I win the bishop on d7. And that's just a total blunder. Okay, nice. We're up a piece. Knight e5. All right, let's take on c7. This is actually checkmate, or pretty close to check. All right, he just resigns. All right, we get a good win. Start the stream. That's good luck. All right, so nothing terrible. Let's just go through the game real fast. Some inaccuracies in the opening, but we got into an okay position. All right, we go. G4 was actually incorrect. I see, yeah, there was a tactic for, yeah, you're right. There was a tactic, bishop takes g4. The idea that he gets the bishop and wins material, and my king's just really weak. But he didn't see that, and I didn't see that either. And then he just made a one-mover, hung the bishop, and actually we could have played this first, but I took on c7. But either way, I was still totally winning. And he resigned. So, pretty easy game. I'm going to play another one. And, all right, we get a French opponent, but he plays the Polish opening, which is not representing his country. So I'll play e6 because that's sort of the French defense. So I just want to kind of be funny. And we'll go d5. develop the knight to f6. He goes e3. All right, we'll go a5 to challenge the... Okay, he's playing really quickly. Let's go with bishop d6. Let's go knight b to d7. Let's castle. Let's go with e5 to gain some central space. Let's kick the knight away. Okay, goes knight d4. Let's maybe hop in the knight here. All right, let's go knight c3. Okay, takes with the bishop. Interesting. Let's maybe go queen h4, threaten some knight f3 business. In fact, if he moves the knight away for whatever reason, I just win on the spot. Okay, it goes g3. That does weaken some of the light squares, but that was my idea. And now we can invade. Okay, f4, wow. All right, let's just en passant. Takes with the knight. Let's see. Do I really want to trade? I don't think so. I almost want to go knight g4 and sort of pressure his knight a bit. So let's do that. Let's go there. And now we'll try to position the bishop there, take the knight, and then checkmate. That's if we had multiple moves in a row. So goes knight h4. Oh, I have a tactic, guys. Knight takes h2. King takes. We have a... This is pinned. This pawn's pinned. And now we can win the game, basically, if he takes. Okay, we win the game, basically. That's just straight up forced mate. Yeah, because the king has to go here or here. We take this. Then the king has to... Yeah, we can just pre-move the game. All right. 2 quick wins on the stream. That's a good sign. I don't know if y'all were around for that, but we got a second round. We got a second win. So we'll go through the game real fast. Pretty middle game. We already been having a we already were cooking in the middle game. Queen h4 was the best move. Queen h3 a little better. All right, but knight g4 was best. I told you that'd pay off. Oh, 93. Oh, wow, 93. Win a pawn and then take this. I didn't even consider that. But this move was fine as well. Second top move of the computer. Yeah, and then this move just hung the game entirely. So, like, yeah. Not much to say. We got 2 easy wins. And, yeah, let's just go ahead and play the third game here. I want to get something a little bit more exciting. So, e4, e5. Knight f3. Knight c6. All right, we're going into my prep. Scotch gambit time. All right, he goes with bishop c5. No Knockmanson gambit. This is fine, too, because there's this very well-known line where you play this bishop f7 tactic. Okay, but... Okay, we can either trade it and then take on c3 with the knight, or we can take on c3 with the queen. Let's do this. Okay. All right, so now... Let's see. Now it's just an endgame. Let's see. Let's go bishop f4, maybe long castle. Oh, bishop g4. That's a little annoying because the pawns are doubling. I mean, I can move the knight, but I don't know if that's the greatest move. Because then the knight would land on d4. So maybe I'll go here and ask him if he really wants to give up the bishop. So let's see what he does. He takes the knight. Okay, so he actually was committed to that. Now he's probably going to hop in. Oh, okay. So he's probably going to hop in there. Okay, a little bit weakening. I have some stuff to worry about. So this is not really ideal. Okay, but it's still far from over. Go with rook c1. Attack this pawn. You might throw in a rook e8 check, but then we'll block, no problem. So, yeah, I think black's better, but anything can happen. Not resignable by any chance. Okay. So let's block. He's probably going to take. with the check. If not, then I don't know what he did that for. Oh, he did not. Wow, he didn't take with his pawn. Okay, well, I guess f4 to save it. Now this move isn't really scary. And now we should unpin the bishop and have the knight move, and then we'll continue from there probably. King f7. Okay. Interesting idea. All right, let's. Ooh, I think we can still castle technically. That's kind of funny. Oh, but I hung a fork. Oh, I just realized I hung a fork. 92. Oh shoot. Oh, and he sees it. Oh man, I realized it right away. Okay, I was a bit too hasty there. But yeah, okay, we're just down in exchange, no problem. I've won positions like this. I've swindled people. So we're gonna try to do the same here. So h4. I don't know. We'll try to open the king side. I don't know. All right, goes king e8. I guess h5. Let's try it. Rook h1. Rook f5. Okay. Okay, actually, wait. This is kind of getting bad. This pawns can't be defended. Shoot. I don't really know what to play, guys. Let's just play something. All right. Let's go with Rook g1. King d7. Let's go b4. Let's take. Takes with the. Oh, I didn't mean to play Rook f1, but not like it matters either. So let's go Rook g1. Goes c4. Yeah, he's just gonna run his pawn down, isn't he? So let's go check, but he's just gonna block, isn't he? Yeah, looks pretty bad. I don't know. Let's maybe bring the king back. I don't really know. Okay, so king e1 takes that. All right, he's gonna block with the rook. Yeah, pretty much over. Pretty much over. We can't win them all. Rook d8. I don't know. Let's push this pawn. Let's. Oh, if I go up, I queens with the check. I can't really do anything, can I? He's gonna go here, or even just do this first. Oh, and that's just pretty much a ladder checkmate. Yeah, he's just gonna take, and then take on f2. Yeah, all right. Let's call it. All right. So that game did not really go well. Yeah. So he just didn't go into my line. Played this bishop c5 line, which is fairly common, but not a move I like to see. So this is generally better for white. Yeah, knight b5. I should have played that to punish c7. I didn't really see that. But yeah, as soon as we played knight d5, it was a bad move. Yeah, because my pawn structure is really bad. Yeah, and then I hung the fork. But I was worse anyway, so it's not horrible. Then we pretty much fast forward. Not really much to say. And yeah, we just lost. So we check the chat real fast. Didn't know that it's still theory for black to go dc3, bishop f7, etc. Thought it was just a blunder or something. Oh yeah, it's not really that common to do that. Like instead, I'll go back to the game. Instead, what a lot of people should do instead of taking is what else? A lot of times it transitions into a Joko piano. So a lot of times people will go knight f6, and then it just transposes back. And then this is way more common. and it just transposes into like this, and gameplay goes kind of like that. But yeah, that's pretty much why people don't go do that. And Blitz used to be higher a little bit, but so I'm trying to get back. All right, we get a Scandinavian. All right, it goes with knight f6. All right, so takes. Okay, let's go with this line. Queen f3. So this is kind of an intermediate variation. You don't take the knight back because you're threatening f7. So let's take with the pawn. All right, so it goes with an early queen trade. And I have a lot of options here. What I think I'll do is maybe I don't really want to trade so early, so let's just move the queen back and play knight f3. All right, let's do that. And let's go with okay, the thing with bringing your queen out is kind of like you're susceptible to getting your queen trapped. So like he's kind of lucky that his queen isn't trapped right now. So I guess we'll go with h4 and try to go h5. Like if he goes h6, we're gonna go h5. And his queen's running pretty short on squares. If he goes queen h7, I go here. He goes queen f5. So now I actually do have to worry about my bishop. Let's go here. All right, now I think we have a lead in development, and we can also queenside castle. Oh, you can't see the board? Should be fine. Should have it on. Don't. Okay. That's queenside castle. Let me maybe refresh the page. Okay. Yeah, on my end it's visible, so I don't know. All right, anyway, so queenside castles. Let's go with knight d4. Let's see. Yeah, so we're just hitting the queen and the knight. We're probably gonna get a trade. Let's see. If he takes my knight, I'll probably take with the bishop. All right, and that's what happens. All right, so goes with e5. All right, so actually I can take this pawn, and it's because if he goes b6, he just hangs checkmate in 1. So that is a free pawn. I don't think he'll go b6 and hang a checkmate, but you never know. So he goes with bishop d5. Now this is more of a threat because there's no checkmate. So should I worry about saving the bishop out of there? That is the question. Or should I save my pawn and sort of ask if he really wants to play b6? I'm probably going to do that. Oh, he actually does play it. Wow. Okay, but bishop a6 check, and now it kind of gets a little dicey because I think I can sacrifice. I'm sort of happy with this. Or actually, queen b5 looks nice because if takes, we take this way. And also, we have some pressure on the queen side. So there is that. So we're also down to a minute on time. Goes with g6. I think we'll just sack for some. Actually, if we have a queen c6 check, this bishop is pinned. And now, if he goes there, that's checkmate. This checkmate because the rook covers this file. So yeah, we just won the game. Wow, that's cool. So yeah, we won that. I don't know if the board's still not visible, but I just won the game. But let's see. Let me just go through it real fast. So some sort of Scandinavian. Okay, h5 was whoa. You guys know what Stockfish is suggesting? It's suggesting to give up the queen, but you get this bunch of material. So yeah, you get 2 rooks and a bishop. And black's doing great. But you do get GF7, but then king E7. Wow. Very, very unhuman. Or inhuman, rather. So, queenside castle is just as normal. Bishop A7 was the best move, for the reasons I explained. So bishop D5 was top move, which actually I was kind of looking at, if but I didn't really want to do it, because I wanted to keep my bishop on the board. So B6, bishop A6, queen B5 was top move. Nice. And then, yeah, we're just totally winning after this. Queen C6 check. Very nice move, because this bishop is pinned by this bishop, so taking advantage of that. And then, yeah, we just win the game because this rook opens the D file and we win because checkmate. Okay, so 3-1. Is the board still not there? I don't really know why it's not. Should be there. Let me try to reshare it. So I'm gonna stop sharing and then share it again. Let me try that. Let me try that. Let me try that. Oh yeah. Now I see what you're saying. Because when I'm clicking on the tab to stream, the board's not appearing, so I think that's why. That's interesting. That is interesting. Huh, I wonder why. Let me just troubleshoot real fast. If I can't figure it out soon, might have to end the stream and try it. Oh, okay, I think I got it working again. Wait, maybe not. I don't know if this did anything or not, but yeah, let me know in the chat if it's still not working. But okay, you can see it now. Great. So, that's good to hear. So I'm gonna play a new game. We're playing against a 2400 from Canada. So we get a Sicilian. D4. Okay, I like to play this queen takes D4 line. Very kind of untraditional. A lot of people play Nightorf these days, but I'm playing something else. So let's long castle. H3 to stop knight G4. And now let's go with maybe G4. Goes with rook C8. So he's already trying to build some attack. So, okay, how do I deal with that, though? Yeah, knight B4 is a problem, so maybe A3. Okay, castles. So this is going to be a battle of kings of who is attacking who first. So let's try to trade off the dark squared bishop. Knight A5. I'm not scared of that because if knight C4, we can always take. So let's go here. All right, so bishop H6, pretty standard. Very common to trade the bishops off. All right, so while he's thinking, make some small talk. Hope everyone's day is going okay. All right, so he takes. Ooh, does an exchange sacrifice. Wow. That kind of looks a little unsound, if I'm being honest. Because, okay, sure, you hit the pawn, but where's your other pieces? Not to mention my queen's sitting over here. If I get a knight to G5, things are looking bad. So one idea I'm thinking about is E5, but then the pawn just takes. So that's not really ideal. So another idea we can do is, I don't know, maybe like E5 takes. I don't really see what to do after that. If we go g5, he blocks me with that. So actually, I really don't know what to do. I don't know. We might have to pull the queen back and prioritize defense. So he's probably going to go with a rook on c8, and then we're going to go with a king b2 and try to survive his attack. I think we're fine, but bishop e5 is annoying though, because that bishop's key to stopping the knight from coming in. I can't really avoid. Oh, actually, I can try this with the idea that if he takes, I take with the. Oh, if I take with the pawn, I stop defending c3. I just realized. So I have to take with the queen. Knight c4. I maybe go to a2, but then queen a5. Oh no, this isn't good. This is not good. This is not good. I can't defend this. I have to give up my queen pretty much, but I'm gonna resign. Okay, so that did not go well. Let's see what happened. So that wasn't a good game. Yeah, this was just a losing move. Can you guys believe that? Bishop h6 and it's -4. That's crazy. The top stockfish move is knight takes e4 and then knight b3 because this pawn's pinned. What? That's ridiculous. All right. Even this is, yeah, this exchange sack is second move of the computer. It's crazy. Queen e3 was best to bring the queen back. But king b2 was incorrect. We had to give him this pawn. We had to play knight d2, apparently. And it's about equal. But, yeah, oh yeah, actually Stockfish says this. Knight takes e4 again. But he plays bishop b5. Yeah, knight d2 was best. Oh, because you're just covering c4 with a different piece. I get it. Yeah, but this move, I thought originally we could do this and fend off knight c4, but that would hang this because the queen's not defending. So I realized it went from bad to worse. And yeah, this pawn's just too fragile. And yeah, we just lost the game. So, okay, so I think we're at 3-2 so far. Let's just keep playing a little bit more. So let's go with d4, d5, knight f3, knight f6. Let's go with c5. We get a London system on the board. Let's go with e6. Let's take. Go here. Bishop d. Wait, what? He just hung a piece. What? You guys see that? What are these wins I'm getting? I'm getting like the weirdest wins ever. You guys see that? He just hung a piece. Like he was playing too impulsively. All right, and he just resigned. So not much to review from that. Yeah, 2380 by the way. It is pretty funny. So yeah, that was interesting. I really want to get into one of those games where you get a time scramble. That hasn't happened yet. So we get an Italian, Gioco Piano. So he goes with the pianissimo. It's a bit more passive. It's castle. Let's go with h6, d4. Okay, already might have misplayed it a little bit because I'm letting him get the center. But I don't know. Do I really want to do this? That looks kind of passive. I'm just going to take and say, come at me. Show me what you got. All right, so knight a5, bishop d3. Doesn't look great. Knight e7, d5. I mean, d5's coming no matter, e5's coming no matter what, so I kind of had to make a choice. Let's go knight e4, put some pressure on f2. Let's go d6 potentially. So, okay, it goes d6 himself. Interesting. Let's take and go with knight f5, I think. Yeah, and that way we hit this pawn twice. Goes with bishop f4. Okay, so one idea I want to do is g5. And if the bishop moves away, I take on d6. Another idea is queen f6, but then I get hit with this, which I don't want. So maybe knight h4. That doesn't do too much. Let's see. Yeah, maybe let's go g5. I just want to try it. Just want to try it. All right, my idea with that is I go rook e8. And we're threatening the push. And once the knight moves, take this bishop. So, ooh, queen d5. Wow. Queen d5. Oh, I did not see that. Because it's hitting the knight and also this pawn. And I can't go here because I just hang a piece. So he actually just got me here. If I go rook e6, actually a rook e6 takes knight d6. We get a fork, so we get some compensation. But we're still down a piece. We're still down a piece. It's not good. Oh wait, and hold on. Do we have g4? Oh no, g4 he takes. We block. I don't know. Let's go d5. And maybe now g4? So that way the bishop is undefended. Wait, I can't tell what's happening. I think he misplayed it himself. Because yeah, this knight can't move. Otherwise we take the bishop, and I'm just hitting the knight. So I think we're doing okay. Yeah, we take the piece. I have to hurry up a bit. Let's go with rook g6. Let's defend. The queen g5, add some defense, or get the queen active. I still hung this pawn. Okay, let's just take. Don't really have too much time. Queen f6. I don't know. Let's offer a trade. Rook f5. Queen e6. All right. Let's go back. I have to speed this up here. Okay, one thing I'm hoping for is this bishop hangs because this pawn's pinned up here. But he'll probably go king h2. Yep, he does. Bishop c7. And yeah, we're probably going to have to trade that off and try to play this endgame down a minute on time and a pawn. Let's see what happens. All right, so rook c2. We're trying to get some counterplay. Let's go up. So these pawns are both hit. That's encouraging. Okay, we want our pawn back. Let's go with a6. You try to create a pass pawn. Okay. Check. Let's push. All right, I'm going to start pre-moving here. All right, we won this h-pawn. Okay, I'm not mated because I have h4 to run away to. All right, so I'm probably going to flag, but I'm not going to give up yet. Shoot. Uh-oh. All right, we flagged. Ah, shoot. Okay, but this is probably, yeah, this is totally drawn, but yeah, let's just check this game real fast. Nothing crazy. So yeah, we misplayed the opening here. I should have moved the bishop here and not been worried about this because I have e4 hanging. So like if this, but I got too worried about that and gave him the center. We found ourselves in a worse position. Then it got kind of unclear. Oh wow, he can do. Oh yeah, wow, he can do this followed by this. But he did it this way first. Okay, we get the bishop. We're still down a piece. Yeah, but then he messed up. He should have went queen c3 so as to keep this guy defended. But he went here, and now this bishop's a target with g4. So he actually misplayed it. We keep going a bit. It's +2 again. It's drawn endgame. Yeah, and it's just totally drawn stuff. And we would have drawn the game, but we ran out of time, which happens a lot. So yeah, not much to say. I think we have a new viewer. Let's go. Okay, so maybe that new viewer will help us win the next game. All right, so we're playing against a 2399. Goes with the modern defense. Let's go with e5. Bishop f4. Let's just add some defense here. Bishop b5. Let's go with c3. Just make everything nice and connected. Knight h6. Let's probably take this. Force him to take with the pawn. Let's see. Let's go with, I don't know, h3. Just ask the bishop what it's going to do. Queen e7 check. One thing I want to do here is go king d1 and threaten a pin. Is that too crazy? Or should I play something more sensible? The choices. I'm going to be spicy and go here. I would not do this over the board probably. But it's Blitz, so I can do what I want. Let's go here. So bishop d3. All right, let's go with like b4. And try to go b5. Knight f5. Let's see. Let's go with like b5. What the heck is that move? What? I was not expecting that. What's the idea? He just gave up a knight for no reason. I'm totally confused. All right, I guess we'll go queen g3. I don't know what his idea is. He just sacrificed for no reason. Is his idea to open the bishop up? That's kind of slow. I go here. I don't know what that was, guys. I really don't. So let's go with rook c1, add some pressure on the king. All right, we can take on b5 because the pawn's pinned. So now we're just cooking him, I think. If he takes the rook, we take with the king and keep the pin alive. So let's do that. So now we're just at the queen bishop here. Go king f1. And now we're just at the bishop. It goes king d8 to try to unpin. Let's go with bishop e2, just save the bishop. Queen e6. Let's go with, let's see. Bishop f3 looks nice. Bishop e3 next to block the e file. So let's do that. Kind of forced me to do it anyway because he kicked my bishop out. Let's go bishop e6, which actually just invade the king. Let's go queen c7. And let's go here. And let's take on b7. Be careful of no checks. They're all covered. So f5 was played. Let's go with bishop h5. Hit the rook. All right, so we're doing well. A little bit down on time, but shouldn't be an issue. Oh, nice tactic here, guys. Bishop f7, queen takes, we take the rook. All right. And now let's go with rook e1, and this should be a piece of cake because we just bring in all the pieces. Okay, he just pinned his queen. And I'm expecting resignation. All right. Nice win. So that was pretty smooth sailing here. The new viewer helped us win the game, so shout out to you. So let's just recap this. Very kind of offbeat opening. Okay, King D1 actually. Wow, this is crazy. King D1 was top stockfish move. So I was actually, my intuition was right about bringing the rook to E1. So, but this is fine too. So actually, as crazy as it sounds, like not castling is best. So bishop C6 was top move. Why is it suggesting B takes over queen takes? Oh, because you let this rook in. And even though you go rook D7, what's the point? Rook takes G7? Oh, because you get the knight over here. Wow. I didn't see that. So we continue. Yeah, this move was just totally, I didn't understand it, what was happening. What's the point? And we keep going. Yeah, king takes to keep the pin. And we just converted up a piece. We let the pieces into the attack. We found the nice tactic to simplify. And we pinned the queen and won. So that's pretty much what happened with that. Yeah, there were a lot of tactics. It was a nice game, in fact. Okay, a new game. We're playing a titled player. I think he's the first one on the stream. CM from, was that Colombia? Okay. He's playing the Scotch. He's playing my opening here. I usually like to go knight f6 when I face it as black. Okay, queen e2. Not a move I usually see. People usually go with e5 here. So this is a bit new to me. But I think we just develop normally and play it kind of standard. So bishop d5, I'm c5. If he goes e5, I'm just going to go knight d5, and shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, it's pretty common, c4. This is theory. You actually just put the knight on b6, and it's totally fine. So queen g4, he's hitting the pawn, so I think... Ooh, if I castle, he goes bishop h6, and this is actually really hard to defend. So that is a little bit annoying. King f8 kind of, I don't really want to play, but I might have to. Yeah. So I guess, but the thing is now we have the queen vulnerable. We can go with d5 to attack the queen and hit the pawn. So he gets out of dodge with that. All right, so d5, he has en passant. Maybe queen e7, so that way if en passant, I take his queen, so let's set that up. So yeah, en passant, we take the queen. d5, we take with the pawn, and we're happy here. Queen f3. Okay, we can take there. But actually I kind of like this. We actually can just take on e5. I kind of thinking about this move, which we'll try. If this will takes. So yeah, we'll try this. Okay, defends, and now let's probably just take on e5. If he castles, which is what happened. If knight c4, knight here takes. If we just trade a bunch of times, he has queen c6, hits the rook. A bit annoying. So maybe let's go rook e8. Let's hit the bishop. Oh, okay. I first thought he hung the bishop, but he actually hits my bishop. So very clever. Wait, I see something, guys. Takes, queen takes f1, king takes, bishop c4. Oh, but he has knight d3 to cover. That almost worked. I'm still going to play it, though. Okay, he just trades queens, but it would have been a nice tactic. All right, now we'll just take this. We're up 2 pawns. All right, now we'll just take that because this rook's hanging. So let's simplifying here. So let's go with king e7. We're up 2 pawns, but we need to get our pieces out. So rook d8 goes with e5. Let's go with d4. Let's just try to play rook d5 if possible. Let's go with knight c4. Knight e3. Let's see. Oh, hits that pawn. Hits that pawn. I don't like that. Do not like that. Might have to go here. Knight c5. Okay, I don't not like this. This pawn is really weak. Let's go f6. We're also down on time, so we have to speed it up here. We have to speed it up here. Goes there. Okay. Pushes the pawn. Wow. All right. Shoot. Let's go here. I don't really know what to do. Do not really know what to do. This pawn is really annoying. Not to mention he's hitting all my other things. Do not know what to do. F5, I guess. I want him to hang a fork. But that's not happening. Like, if he goes here, he hangs knight c3, but that's not happening. Yeah, this is just losing. Or on time, rather. Yeah, we just can't. We just can't. Yeah, we just can't deal with it. Yeah, we're going to lose. Yeah. I mean, objectively, it's drawn, I think, but time situation is not in our favor. Yeah, it's just... Yeah, all right. Okay, well, he offers me a rematch, but I'm going to look at the game real fast. So let's check that out. So king f8, g6. Oh, wait, castles is equal? What about this? You can give the exchange up? And yeah, Stockfish says it's equal. I don't think anyone would go into this voluntarily if they saw that. Yeah, that's really awkward. Okay, h5 was top move to prepare bishop g4, but this move's okay. So we had an opening advantage. Oh, minus 3.6. Oh, wait, this is just easy. I missed this. Just save the bishop and threaten mate, and then hit this bishop. Take this bishop afterwards. I missed that. Yeah, the tactic I was saying was if he takes the bishop here, I was thinking this, and if the king moves back, it's checkmate. But I saw that, and yeah, there's just nothing to do here. So I should have just played the easy move, bishop d6, set up the checkmate on h2, and this bishop is still hanging. So yeah, pretty easy tactic there. So instead we go into the endgame. Bishop c8, only move. That's weird. What's wrong with this? Stockfish says b3. Okay. Oh, wow, you're trapped. Here, a4. And this bishop's actually trapped. Wow, that's crazy. And if you try, like, rook c2 to hit his knight, takes, wow, bishop a3. And this rook is gone. Yeah, that's wild stuff. Okay, but yeah, he messed up with this. So we had a -3 position. We were just totally winning. I even said I wanted to play rook d5. I should have done it here. But what ended up happening is some inaccuracies. And then white ended up in a better position. He screwed it up. It's still losing. Now it's drawn. It's better for me. GH5, but yeah, 1 second. I wouldn't have done that, so. Okay. All right, this queen e2 move was recommended by Eric Rosen's coach. I don't know what black's supposed to do. Maybe queen e7 still. I don't know about that. Let's see. Queen e7, you're saying? Queen e7 still? Like this? I mean, it's a move. But then white just defends, and it's kind of awkward. Like, where's this bishop going to go? I guess you can fianchetto it. Yeah, top move is g6. Oh, let me get rid of that. There we go. Okay, so here, h6. Here. Yeah, it's interesting. But, okay, queen e7 is a theory move. All right, so let's play another game. Don't know how long I'll keep this up. Maybe like 10, 20 more minutes. So we're playing against 2350. Another Italian. Is he gonna? Okay, this time he goes with d4, and he goes with d5. So I know this theory pretty well. I think he just traded a bunch on d2. And then, oh, wait, what just happened? I pre-moved this. Wait, what just happened? Oh my god, what just happened? I just hung a bishop because I pre-moved. Okay. That was bad. We're just down a knight because I pre-moved. Okay. Okay, fine. Hikaru wins positions like this all the time. He did the oh no my queen speed run. And he wins positions like this all the time. So why can't I do that? So queen g4, we're threatening the knight. Knight e5, probably the move he'll play. Yeah, I just wasn't. I just pre-moved for absolutely no reason. Because I thought he would take this. I pre-moved. Yeah, so that's what happened. Queen g5. Oh, that's also a good move because this doesn't work because my queen's undefended. And he's just forcing the trade. Yeah. I guess here if I want to really decline the trade. But he's just going to hop in the knight, most likely. But yeah, 95 was played. Yeah, I don't really know what to do about that. Maybe here, hit the pawn. Okay, but queen b5. Maybe try to double. Okay, or we can hang the pawn. Like that. Knight g. Okay, it does defend the threat, but he gave me the pawn for no reason. Let's go with rook f7. So queen takes d5. c6. Maybe just kick the queen off, but he's going to go queen b3 probably. Okay, but then I take on d4, 95. I take on f2. He's still going to get the rook. I actually can't really do much about that, can I? I can't really do much about that, can I? Might have to trade queens, but I really don't want to. Well, we're going to try 90. He's going to go 95, 100%. Oh, no. Goes with rook e7. I guess that's fine, too. I mean, maybe just defend. If he goes here now, he hangs f2. So, yeah, I don't know. But, I mean, rook e7 is fine, but knight e3. Okay, he didn't play it in the right way. So, let's go with a5. Try to kick the queen out. Rook d1. Queen c5. I don't really know. I want to keep this nice. Oh my god, I just hung a check on the back rank. Actually, I couldn't really have done much. Actually, I could have guessed I could have gone here and covered that, but we hung the check, and yeah, that game was just pretty bad. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you that I pre-moved this for some reason. I guess I think I pre-moved it too early, and then just down a piece the whole time. Yeah. Okay. So that game was pretty bad. So we're below 2,400 now. If I lose this game, we'll be below what we started on the stream. And we're going to go with our Scotch Gambit. It goes with H6. It goes with a weird sideline. Okay, Bishop C5. I'm getting vibes that that's wrong because of this, Queen H5. You can also go here first. And you might go Queen E7. Takes. Which is better? Which is better? I think I like this move better. Because Queen E7, yeah, he already misplayed it. Queen E7, we take this. Or actually we can, if Queen E7, we take first, and then we do this. Yeah, so this is just wrong from black. Because, yeah, this, and then we take this. Queen has to take, queen takes bishop. We win a pawn, and, well, we're just going to be doing really well. Oh, it doesn't even take. He goes king f8. Okay, I mean, I guess we can technically not move the bishop away. But then knight f6, and I don't really want that, so let's just take the knight. It does take on e4. Oh, I can go bishop e3. Do you think, guys, do you think he'll hang this? Bishop e3, he takes, and there's checkmate on f7. It's possible. Watch him do it. Does he realize? Oh, but now we're just up a bishop. We're just up a bishop. We're just up a knight now. We are just up a knight now, guys. Rook f1. Okay, our king's still in the center. Ooh. Our king is still in the center, but I think it's fine. Knight d2, we keep the rook defended. Queen takes h2. Wait, I think I'm already misplaying this. Let's go check. This rook already doesn't have any squares to go to. King h7, queen e4. King g8. I guess we can repeat, but I don't want to draw. Oh, shoot. Mouse slipped. Okay. He's probably going to take the rook now that he has a free move. All right. Now, queen d6. Do I really want the endgame? And long castles? That is possible. I can also just keep the... Maybe we'll long castle first. Yeah, so we were up a piece, and then we just fumbled. Or did he fumble? Hold on, guys. Queen c4. This queen's hanging. So he blundered back. Even at this level, people can make these elementary blunders. So now we're just totally winning. So I guess we're just hopping the knight. Yeah, this was just bad play from both of us. Knight d5, knight e4, sorry. Knight e4. Yeah, even at this level. Okay, resignation. That was not a good game, but we won. So just to show you, he played a very unorthodox sideline of the game, of the Scotch Gambit. Yeah, and already he's losing after this. So actually, the engine prefers this over what I played. I went here first, and this is apparently equal. compared to doing this first. Queen h5, here, here, here. Yeah, this is a drawn version. That's very interesting. Yeah, so queen takes e4 was wrong. Bishop e3. As I said, I was setting this trap, queen f7 mate, but he didn't see it. Oh, he did see it, but then he just lost the bishop. Then my rook was kind of stuck. Oh wait, this was still totally winning for me. Wow. Yeah, but yeah, then I mouse slipped right here. I meant to go back, and then I didn't figure out what to do. Let's see. Knight f3. Queen d3. What if I like long castle? Even long castles is fine. And it's still +2 for white, so that's cool. Didn't really have much to worry about. But he hung the queen c4 tactic, and now the rook's in line with the queen, so he hung his queen there. And then resigned right here. So yeah. All right. I've been streaming for like an hour now, so I'm gonna play one more and then wrap it up. So yeah. I just wanted to live stream before class started. And before I'd be really busy. Just play some Blitz. So we're gonna close the stream with this game. Yeah, we get a knight c6. We get a 4 knights game. We get a Scotch game accepted. Scotch variation accepted. So we get d5. All right, so castle ourselves. All right, let's go h6. Goes back. Go queen d6. All right, yeah, this will be the last game. My computer's running low on battery. I don't know if you guys can see that on your end. I don't think so, but just saying. Queen d6. Bishop, rook e1. All right, let's go. Bishop a6. Offer the trade. A lot of times, 4 knights Scotch is very drawn. So yeah, bishop a6. All right, let's just move the queen to c6. And see what he does about the tension. He takes. I guess he wanted c7, so he's going to take that. Okay, fair enough. Let's go with queen c6, and we're hitting the... okay, he just defended, though. All right, so do we want knight e4, or do we want rook e8? Let's go rook e8. So, assuming he takes... He does not take. He does not take. Wow. So, I guess rook e6. If he takes the knight, then we're just down a pawn, but... Oh, guys, I'm setting a trap here. You guys see it? If he plays queen takes d5, he runs into rook e1. And he fell for it. Oh my gosh. What are my opponents doing today? Yeah, he just hung his queen. Okay. Well, I kind of want to actually, yeah, we'll play a rematch. We'll play a rematch. And then we'll end the stream. So yeah, that was just a one mover. So Scotch game. All right, finally we're getting a knock Manson. Please take. He didn't take. I wanted to show you guys my gambit, but he did not take. He goes with bishop e7, which is a move, I guess, but it gets rid of the action. Very boring. So yeah, we just basically we're gonna win this pawn back eventually. Probably now. Yeah, the last game. Yeah. All right, d6. Let's take, I guess. Knight c3. All right, so about even, I think, in the position. Let's go with knight e4. Just offer some trades here. Offer some trades. I won against you over the board with that gambit. With the Scotch gambit? I don't remember. It was so long ago. I think we played in Blitz, but none of that's recorded, so I wouldn't really remember. But okay. C3. Let's do that. Again, there's still some pressure, some tension in the center. Queen b6. All right. Let's, I guess, wait, hold on. This bishop up here is loose. So if he takes with, he has to take with the pawn so the queen's hit. If he takes with the queen or rook, I win this bishop up here. So he has to take with the pawn, okay. But now I think I want to go here and hit his bishop over here that's undefended. So I can go queen e5 to do that, or I can go queen f4, which is better. If queen f4, he goes bishop e6. If queen e5, he goes here, but I win a pawn at least. So let's go here. If bishop e6, we take and just win a pawn, right? Whereas with the other one, if we went here, bishop e6, takes. My queen's hit with the rook, so I didn't really want that. So he has to deal with the two bishops being hanging. I guess he can go queen. Yeah, he goes bishop e6. And then we just win the pawn. We're up a pawn here. Bishop is still hanging. Bishop f6 probably. Bishop f4, maybe we. Oh, bishop f4. We run into some discoveries. Don't want that. So let's just develop normally. Careful our rook isn't trapped. We can just come back. Or you can go rook d8. Go with rook e1, rook e4. 10-minute rapid. Not today. Maybe a new stream. I was streaming for a long time already, but in the future, maybe. All right. Let's go bishop f4. Yeah, today was just for blitz, no rapid stuff. Maybe in the future, if you guys like these live streams. So bishop, rook d2. Let's take. Let's go here. Let's go f3. Bring the king here. b4. Let's take. Let's go king f2. All right. Now let's go rook c1. Hit the pawn. Okay. Takes, king e3, takes. No, it's h3. I don't really know. Let's go there. Takes here. Let's go g4. I don't really want my king side to fall apart once the rook takes. So maybe rook c2, maybe force him to take on my terms. Let's see what he does. Okay, he goes there. Let's go with rook e4. Okay, fine with that. I'm fine with that. King and pawn endgame should be winning. He's running low on time. All right, let's just go rook c2 and keep the rook passive. Let's go here and force a trade. Do we have to be careful about the king coming in? On second thought, maybe we should stop the king from coming in. We also can flag him, so there's that. We're gonna flag him, so it doesn't really matter what we do. Yeah, we're gonna flag. This is losing, but he ran out of time, so we still won. All right, so we won that game. He wants a rematch, but I'm actually gonna say this is the last game. I'm not gonna keep extending it. So I'm gonna quickly go through this. I wanted him to take and go into the knockmans in theory, but this wasn't the stream for it. So we get a normal game. So this was bad. Oh, wow. Stockfish says bishop h6. That is... And knight g3. Taking advantage of these bishops. But, okay. None of you guys would have played bishop h6, I'm assuming. Like, that's just a weird move. No. That's weird. Okay, but this was... Oh, it preferred queen f4, really. And here... Oh, this is actually better for what... This is better than what I did. Because bishop d7. And then rook c to e8. And there's back rank problems. Wow, that's ridiculous. Here. Stockfish says this line. That's crazy. All right, that's the only reason why. But he played the human move, which is here. And as I said, this is good because we're up a pawn. We fumble it a little bit, but nothing crazy. So it was a +3 position if h4. Yeah, just to stop the king from coming in. So should have kept. Yeah, now black's actually better here. But it didn't matter because he flagged. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Thank y'all for watching, whoever tuned in, and might stream like this again sometime. And this was just a stream. This was just a stream I wanted to try out. Besides the matches, and I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. And hope you guys have a good day. And see you guys next time.